as both teams made their way out of the tunnel, pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Washington football team. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Check three. Back. Check 52.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Shotgun now for Lance. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run. It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Off of play action, here's Lance. Flushed out right. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
They go play action with Burrow. It's Miller, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going to...
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
On 2nd and goal, Burrow. Dancing to his left. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Kyle Pitts, his 21st touchdown of the season. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Edwards-Helaire, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 41, Lance. buying time to his left. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire.
That was fourth and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations 4th and 3, 4th and 4. That's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down, all right? This is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play and even better execution.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now a throw here to his running back. Powering his way forward. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington 16. A big play there on the catch and run. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Box 22, box 22. I can't believe they even let you play. Save. Kill.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 17-yard line.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, the plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, he creates a penalty.
Now Edwards-Helaire. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles move back within a couple of the lead. They'll try and throw for it. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington. A 2nd quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. A huge play there for Washington.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Scotty Miller, his 11th touchdown of the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
And after all that, they are set up in unbelievable field position. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
First down. Here's Burrow. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off down near the 5. There he goes right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Play action. It's Burrow. Right back to Pitts again. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To the air again, Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. He'll fire it deep for Rager, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw.
trying to get one downfield.
On third down, Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
Fourth and goal, and down by a touchdown. The offense stays on the field. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Watch the curve.
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait in, enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On third down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
A gain of 7. It's 4th down.
The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Well, we'll see what his offense can do. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Burrow. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Working from the gun, Lance. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. Touchdown! Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 2. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Burrow on play action. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Deontay Johnson as the first half is winding down. And Washington has retaken the lead. They'll look to throw. And that is caught for the 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
On play action, Lance. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. This one will be taken by the up man inside the 15.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so...
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Eagles are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From midfield, here's Lance. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Right back to Edwards-Helaire on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
55, Mike, 55. Off the screen, off the screen, off the screen.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And Lance now to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie J.C. Horn. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make the play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
He'll fire deep for Rager. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Trying to improvise. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Eagles will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Lance looking to throw it. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. That's Anthony Barr coming in from his linebacker spot to bring him to the ground. The Eagles on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be third and forever. To throw, it's Lance. That is caught. It's Uzomah. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our fourth quarter tie. Tucker's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame. But his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-six TD. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cameron Hayward, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now he's going to let it go deep, right sideline. And this one is incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-six TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Tucker with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Akello Witherspoon. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-six TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly.
Now he'll let this one go deep right sideline. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick six TD. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Burrow will throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. It's a big play there on 4th and 10. And Burrow going to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Scotty Miller.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On on 2nd and 9. Lance. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And
pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Carl Nassib, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. He's going to let it fly. Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
that incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the rookie from Virginia Tech, Caleb Farley. And the Eagles will take over possession here up at the 44. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now...
Oh, he sheds himself free. Room here to run. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll see he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. On 2nd and 10, Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally, because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A huge play there for Washington.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket, because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So despite the huge deficit,
They're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Touchdown, Philadelphia! Clyde Edwards-Helaire, 43 yards. And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. They'll try and throw for it. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for two in this situation, somebody didn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No. Okay.
Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver. And it's second down. A final shot now for Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 32. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-six TD.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought that had to be? Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked off that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.